Hey everyone, today is Friday, the 3rd of February. Um, I want to talk about a glitch that happened this morning in Star Trek Online. Last night, everything was working fine. I go to bed, wake up this morning. I'm looking around for patch notes for Star Trek, and there aren't any. Yeah, it happens occasionally from time to time when it's just bug fixes, it's nothing interesting. It's all behind the scenes crap. When they don't do anything substantive but address issues, they tend to not post patch notes, and I'm cool with that. It's just, it would have been nice to read something this morning from Cryptic about how auto fire doesn't work anymore in space, or at least not conventionally. You see, I log in after I had read the forums a bit about this, so I already knew the workaround. And I get to my ship in orbit around Earth and Earth space dock. Come to find, there's no glorious green borders around any of my starship weapons. So I start right-clicking on them, seeing if something had been released today, before then. And nothing happens. No green borders, no nothing. So I do the workaround. You type /default auto attack, all one word, space 1. Because obviously 0 would be to turn it off, 1 would be to turn it on. And all my weapons went green. So I was able to play like that, and there was a situation later where it had turned off somehow, so I typed it in again real quick and went about my business. It would have been nice if there had been a little bit of, what is that word? Feedback. A game doesn't exist in a vacuum. It has players, it has developers, it has producers, it has writers and graphic artists. But the largest proportion of that is the player base. And a fair amount of the time you do have to pander to these whining, simpering folk who have no idea what hell you went through to put that little effect in the game. That effect that when pointed at, someone goes, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But until then, doesn't really know what the hell you're talking about. It's little details, like auto fire, that make a lot of people happy campers. So I was a little dismayed this morning to find out that no one from Cryptic had said anything. Now, I haven't looked since 11 a.m. because I had a workaround and I didn't care. But now it's almost 4 p.m., and I am going to look. I wish there was an application I could get on my phone to tell me, give me Star Trek Online patch notes, whether the server's up, down, that sort of thing. Kind of like there is for Star Wars The Old Republic. Only it's more useful for Star Wars The Old Republic because there are a lot of servers for that. For Star Trek, there's just one server with a crap ton of instances, which I like too. It's good. But yeah, that was really it. I do appreciate the amount of effort the developers have put into creating an amazingly fun and beautiful and highly functional game such as Star Trek Online. I'm just a little disappointed that there wasn't any community feedback this morning. Now, fortunately, or no community feedback that I was aware of. I looked, but I didn't see anything. So, but I'm very glad there's a workaround, so it's not too big of a deal. It's a little annoying to look in the chat box, how do I get my auto attack to work? And then seeing people misspelling default. Yeah. People. Players. What are you going to do? Anyways, in other news, I am looking forward to the new feature episode for Star Trek Online. They call it the 2800. I think that's a reference to the 2800 Jemadar ships that were waiting on the other side of the wormhole when Starfleet went to take back Deep Space Nine or something or other during the show. I don't remember the details necessarily, but I do remember a sensation of the "we're back" kind of thing coming from the trailer. I will put a link to the trailer down below because they have some production value going on there at good old Cryptic, and I definitely appreciate it. It gets me, trailers like that get me jazzed up for games. The folks at BioWare are doing it for Mass Effect and Star Wars, and the folks at Cryptic are doing it for Star Trek, so that makes me happy. But that's about it for today. So, until next time.